Okay, so good day everyone. In this video discussion, we will be discussing about the financial statements. So earlier in the video, in the previous video discussion, you have already learned how to create an adjusted trial balance. So this time, we will be using those balances that you have from your adjusted trial balance then for your or in the preparation of financial statements. So when we talk about financial statements class, these are the formal record that shows the financial activities or condition of a business. It is the end product of the accounting process that provides useful information to owners, investors, creditors, and other stakeholders for decision making. So in your step 1 up until the step 6 of your accounting process class or of your accounting cycle, the very end use for that would be the creation of financial statements. So ang financial statements na ang gamiton then for most of the business in their decision making for their company. So with the financial statements, they will be able to know if the company is doing well or not, or what are the other improvement then that they could do within their company. So there are 5 components that we have in the financial statement. The first one is the statement of financial position or the balance sheet. In our balance sheet class, it shows the assets, liabilities, and owner's equity of a company at a specific date. So it will shows the financial position then of the company in that specific accounting period. The second one is we have the statement of comprehensive income or the income statement. Our income statement, it reports the revenues and expenses over a period of time, and it also shows the net income or net loss of the business. So in our income statement, we will also be able to know the operation or the operating activities of the company, if their operations is successful or not, or if it is efficient or not then. So under the income statement, we will also be able to know kung profitable ba si company during the accounting period or not, since we will be able to see in your income statement the net income and then the net losses. The third one is the statement of changes in owner's equity. It explains changes in owner's equity, the capital, investment, withdrawals, and the net income or loss. So for the SOCE class, it will shows the ownership of the company, and it will also shows kung pila na ang ending capital or ending capital balance ni company as of the end of the accounting period. The fourth one, we have the statement of cash flow. For our statement of cash flow, this shows the company's inflows and outflows with their cash from operating, investing, and financing activities. Again, in the statement of cash flows, this only focuses on the cash then. Ang pagpagawas sa kwarta o ang pagpasod sa kwarta sa Osaka company. The last one, we have the notes to financial statement. For the notes to financial statement class, it is the additional details, explanation, and disclosure that support the main statement. Because what do you have on your financial position, comprehensive income, changes in owner's equity, and cash flows class may be the summaries of everything. But for some other users, they cannot just understand that summary then. So in order for it to see the full detail of that summary, that is why we have in notes to financial statement. So more probably, ang pinakabaga ra gyud sa financial statement class kay ang notes to financial statement. Why? Because all the explanation, all the details are in the notes to financial statement. Even the disclosure then, kung anong kaniman ang depreciation sa asset, or kung anong kaniman ang cost na lang ni asset, what have you done then? So everything will be noted under the notes to financial statement. Or even the summary of your accounts payable, accounts receivable, it will be detailed under the notes to financial statement. So how do we prepare these components of financial statement then? So for our discussion purposes class, I will be just only teaching you how to create the balance sheet, the income statement, and the statement of changes in owner's equity. So we will start first with the statement of comprehensive income or the income statement. So as what I have mentioned earlier, we will be using the balances that we have computed in the adjusted trial balance. So this is the pro forma of your comprehensive income class. So you have here the name of the company. Then what are you preparing? That would be statement of comprehensive income, and this is for the month ended January 31, 2025. So since we're just preparing for the month of January, okay, in your income statement, what you will see is first the revenues. So we have here service income. So therefore our revenue here is service income. Next, we prepare expenses. So we just write down all the expenses we have incurred during the accounting period then. So we have here utilities expense, supplies expense, salaries expense, and then the depreciation expense. And what you're just going to do is to simply write all the amount or the balances in the adjusted trial balance then. So for our service income, that would be 130,000. So we write here 1 peso sign 130,000. Again, just a reminder for the peso sign class, the peso sign should be written in the first amount on the column then. In this case, we have revenue which has the first amount. That is why we are writing a peso sign here. So next is for our expenses. So we write all of our expense. So utilities is 7,000. Supplies expense is 3,000. Salaries expense is 5,000. Depreciation expense is 1,000. Okay? And after which we just add all of our expenses. So we have here 7,000 plus 3 plus 5 plus 1. That is 16,000. So our total expenses is 16,000. And by the way, class, before I forgot, when you are going to write your expenses, class, there must be an open and close parenthesis. Sir, why do we need to put open and close parenthesis? Because in accounting, the open and close parenthesis represents subtraction or deduction. Because expenses is a deduction to your income, that is why we put open and close parenthesis then for our expenses. Okay, so subtracting 130,000 is our service income, and 16,000 is our total expense. That would give us an income or a net income of 114,000. So since your income is higher than your expense, so therefore it's a positive. But in case that your income is lower than your expense, meaning mas dako pa imong income kaysa imong expense, then you need to write here open and close parentheses for your net income. That represents a loss. But in this scenario, since the income is higher than the expense, we earned or we have a gain or a profit then. So we don't put open and close parentheses. Okay? And that's it. That is just your statement of comprehensive income. This shows that the company is profitable during the month of January. It is because they have gained a 114,000 na profit then. Okay? After which, we can now proceed then to the next financial statement, and that is the statement of changes in owner's equity. So as what I have said earlier, statement of changes in owner's equity represents the ownership of the company. So pila naman ang capital ni owner then at the end of the accounting period. So the pro forma for that is this one, class. We have here first the name of the company, statement of changes in owner's equity, since we're preparing statement of changes in owner's equity, and then we use for the month ended January 31, 2025. Okay, so as what I have said earlier, we will be just using the balances we have on the adjusted trial balance. So for your Chan Capital beginning class, that would be the Chan Capital here on our adjusted trial balance, this one. So we have here 100,000. So we're just going to put 100,000 here. Okay. Next, net income. Where do we find the net income then? That's actually what we have computed earlier sa income statement. Kanisiyang 114,000. So the net income will be used then to your statement of changes in owner's equity. That is 114,000. Okay? Next is we have withdrawals. For withdrawals class, this is a deduction. Because the withdrawals is a deduction to your equity, therefore we are going to deduct withdrawals then. So withdrawals on the adjusted trial balance is 10,000, therefore we are going to deduct it by 10,000. Again, open and close parentheses to represent that it is a deduction then. Okay? And after which, you just add everything and get the capital ending. So we have 100,000 plus 114 minus 10,000. That would give us 204,000. Okay? And that's it. That's your Chan Capital ending. And this Chan Capital ending class will be used then in the equity part of your balance sheet later on. And that's it. It is just your statement of changes in owner's equity. But it's very easy. It's no-brainer at all. It is just that you need to really make sure that the balances you have on the adjusted trial balance are correct, or else it will affect your financial statement, because the amount we use in the financial statement are coming from the adjusted trial balance. Okay? Are we clear? Okay, that's good. And again, please do not forget the pro forma I write here, because this is the format that I want then during our examinations or quizzes. Okay? So we can now proceed to the next components of financial statement. But then again, if you have question, you may shut it down to the comment section. So we'll proceed to the third one. And we have here, oh, I forgot to edit it, but it is actually your statement of financial position. Let me just delete that one. Should be green. Allow me one moment, class.
Okay. Sige po. Thank you.
Kung siya erase, pwede mo maglibog. Okay, this is not a statement of changes in owner's equity, but what we are preparing here is the statement of financial position. Let me just update this one first para dili tayo malilibog sa kalisod. Oh, I don't have white here. Okay, so we have your statement of financial position, or also known as our balance sheet. Okay, so as what I have mentioned earlier, classes, as what I have said earlier, the balance sheet composed your assets, your liabilities, and equity. So your assets, liability, and equity class, if you recall in the accounting equation, that your asset must always be equal to your liabilities plus equity. And that's also our goal here in our financial position, to make sure that our asset is equal to your liability and equity. So again, we will be just using the balances that we have on the adjusted trial balance. So for cash, we have here, and by the way, class, again, look at the way I format my financial position or balance sheet. So this is how it should be written then during your quizzes or during your examination, because this is the correct format. Okay, and just follow my writing then on how do I put the balances as well. Okay, let's start with our cash. Our cash and the adjusted trial balance is 43,000. Therefore, we're going to write here, peso sign, 43,000. Why there's a peso sign, sir? Because again, as what I have mentioned in the previous meetings, that the first amount in the column then should have a value sign. Can be peso sign or dollar sign. It depends on the problem. Okay? The next one we have here, accounts receivable. That would be 0. Supplies, that would be 17,000. So on our financial position class, we are positioning first the current assets. I think I have already discussed current assets. If we recall, current assets, these are assets that can be used within 12 months. So that is why we have cash, accounts receivables, and supplies here. And then you just add everything. We have 43,000 plus 0 plus 17. That would give us 60,000 for our current asset. 60,000. Okay? Next one is non-current assets. So if we recall, non-current assets, these are assets that can be used by the company for more than 12 months or for more than 1 year. So we have here equipment and its contra asset nga accumulated depreciation. Since again, accumulated depreciation is a contra asset, so it should be written below the asset kung asa siya na-depreciate. In this case, we have equipment, so equipment and accumulated depreciation. Pila gyud to equipment? That is 150,000. Okay? And then accumulated depreciation, that is 1,000. So if you've noticed class, atong gi-credit si accumulated depreciation here. And as what I have said, accumulated depreciation is a contra asset. Therefore, we need to deduct it against the asset kung asa siya gi-deduct with then. So here for equipment, 150 minus 1,000, our equipment's value in the book value DI should be 149,000. Kaya again, ato mo siyang gi-minus. Open and close parentheses to represent deduction. So 150 minus 1,000, that would be 149. Ang 149,000 class, that is the book value of your equipment after deducting it with its depreciation then. Okay? So therefore, our non-current asset is 149,000. Adding them together, 60 plus 149, that would give us 209,000 pesos. So since this is our final balance for our asset, so peso sign and double rule. The next that we have is liabilities. So for our liabilities, just like the asset, we will start with current liabilities and then non-current liabilities. So for current liabilities, we have here accounts payable. So our accounts payable here is 0. Therefore, this is 0. Salaries payable here is 5,000. Therefore, this is 5,000. Total current liabilities, we have 5,000. Okay? And since in our scenario class, we don't have non-current liabilities, automatically, it would be 0 then. But in case na ay non-current liabilities class, so you need to really put the non-current liabilities. But in this case, wala may non-current, that is why we just put 0 right away. So if you recall, current liabilities, these are liabilities that is set to be settled or paid within 12 months, while non-current liabilities are liabilities that set to be settled or paid for more than 12 months. Okay? So after which, we can just total our total liabilities. That would be 5,000. Okay? Sorry. The next one, we have our equity. So for our equity class, we have the Chan capital. Here, we're not going to use the Chan capital here sa adjusted trial balance. As what I have said earlier, we will be using the ending capital balance that we have computed here on our owner's equity, the 204,000. So mauni siya ang atoang gamiton then as atong capital sa Chan capital. It is the ending balance, and that is how much gani? That is 204,000. So here, Chan Capital 204,000. So therefore, our liability nga 5,000 plus 204,000 nga equity atong i-add, that would give us 209,000 pesos. Peso sign, double rule. If you've noticed, our total asset now and our liabilities and equity are both balanced as it should be, or else naisayop sa inyong gi-answer dira. Okay? And that's it. That is your 3 components of financial statement. For the cash flows, for the notes to financial statement class, I will leave that now. I will leave it by now. But we will just focus first on this 3. Okay, marami importante for our subjects. Okay? So again, if you have questions, do not hesitate to comment it below then so that I can answer right away. Okay? So I hope you've learned something for this video discussion about financial statements, and I hope you'll get perfect then on the assignment that I will be giving to you on your Blackboard. Thank you so much and goodbye.